Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan, out the Indianapolis camp. And I want to name this Pray Before You Eat, okay? Because these are the conditions we're in. This is the sinister Bill Snakes, self-proclaimed I guess you want to say prime minister. You know, he thinks his money stretches, his opinion stretches as far as his money, okay? Basically, he's not established in your government, but he's lord over your government. Him and his friends, okay? The super friends, as I put it in the video, E and friends versus Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But anyway, if Bill Gates has his way, the food in our future will little resemble what's on your plate today. Okay, the natural foods, at least what we think, because we know a lot of these steaks and a lot of this meat is already dealt with fillers, which is glues that paste, even in your expensive restaurants, they paste meats together, okay? And such things as like your McDonald's lettuce come from a liquid. I watched it be made before. A lot of things, if we seen the process, we would just stop eating, for real. Just put it like that, all right? Gates and his business industry partners are proposing to transform our food and how it is produced, right? Okay. So the first thing I got for us is Ezekiel 4:12. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said, even thus shall the children of Yasharallah eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles. Well, where are we now? Where are the children of Yasharallah scattered amongst all four corners of the earth? And both northern and southern tribe are serving the majority of the captivity over here to the farthest part of the earth, the northwest America, Babylon. Okay, so the Gentiles that we're eating amongst are all the nations. Okay, whether I will drive them. Then I just explain that all over this world, we're eating our meats, our bread defiled now. Okay, then said I, oh, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Abba, Father, behold, my soul have not been polluted, for from my youth up even to now have I not eaten of which dieth of itself. Now this Ezekiel knew that he was an Israelite in these days, but remember, we're coming out of a mind state of losing all of our understanding. Okay, so we was born on defiled meats, things of uncleanness, pork, all right, your crab legs. But this is even going farther than that. Okay, all right. So we have to repent for that. Okay, he's saying he's never done it. Okay, or is torn in pieces. Neither come their abominable flesh into my mouth. And once again, if you're over here in Americas, you've partaken in unlawful abominable foods. Now, since we've been in this truth, we've changed our dietary to what the scriptures say to eat. Okay, and if you're not doing that, then you're not doing it right. All right. So we got Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation. Okay, we're seeing that right now. The BRICS about to take over, about to destroy the dollar. within a few months, turned the dollar from having some value to pure dust. 55 verses 1. Okay, and the whore, NATO, all of these nations right now in unease and unagreements with the whore of the beast, America, once again bitter. Okay, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine. Okay, famine, lack of bread, lack of food, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, all these things are the beginning of sorrow. All right. Okay, so this is what we're headed into. Like the scriptures say, times that we've never seen before. Now, let me give you another example of this. Gates is Bill Gates trying to get rid of meat. Okay, so it's not surprising he continues to push an agenda that would replace real beef with protein alternatives in rich countries. Okay, he has gone so far as to claim that perhaps a government mandate, okay, is the best way to get consumers to eat their dose of fake meat, okay? And Schwab said you will eat the bugs and love it, okay? I don't know how you get to that point, loving bug meat, but all right. This is Second Esdras 15:5. Behold, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, there's that word again, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted. What's the wicked? The world is given to the hands of the wicked. Okay? That's who's running this place. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given it an appointed time. For the devil knows he has but a little time to come down on us. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hateful works are fulfilled. So we won't be doing this much longer. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is not going to suffer us much longer. This is me skipping down to 15. Second Esdras 15, verse 15. A little Hebrew hopscotch for you vocab. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, nearer than you think. And one people shall stand up and fight against another people, and swords in their hands. And you know, what are they doing right now? Creating these 15-minute cities so you won't have access to any place else. For there should be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. That's your modern day politicians, your so-called presidents. Okay. And we'll look at the goofy state of Babylon with Sleepy Joe ahead and ABC 123 health secretaries. Okay. Levine. All right. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And why would these people come off feeling like this? Because lack of bread. Lack of food, famine will drive anybody to the brink of doing whatever it takes, especially if you don't have the will and knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai guiding you. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, so think about it. When you're sitting over here starving in what we call sectors, if you watch a movie, and then you know these people over here are eating well, it's going to be an uproar. You know, from houses are going to get plumaged, and when it's time to move forward, they're going to move on. All right, here's another example. All right. This is March 23. So it's still at it. Bill, in the first one, I think that ranged back to 21. Bill Gates expecting people to stop eating meat or consumers to cut back won't be enough to fix climate control. Oh, yeah, because I mentioned in the last video, and so did another one, the Akim. I actually think it was the elder. I mentioned that they accuse cows of farting, leading to exposure of too much gas, methylene or whatever, from a cow's ass. So it's more people. What is that telling you? Every time we walk down the street and bust a fart, we're causing this climate change. Okay, so instead of eating good, healthy foods that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave us, give us the proportion of poisons, toxins, plastics to replace real food, and then slap in some bugs on top of it and call that protein source. Okay, this mad scientist has to be stopped. All right, has to be stopped, or where will we be going if he's not stopped? Okay, if this like Biggie Small said, this instance, that's why we pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for deliverance, for Hawashaniah, deliver us. Baba Kashai, please, Abba. This is Psalms 69 and 21. Let their tables become a snare before them. And this is the elites, those sitting at the top, Oppenheimers, DuPonts, your Rothschild. Let their tables become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, all the hoarding resources, like they want you to stop, put down the good steak, and while they eat the wealth of the world, we take the scraps. Let it become a trap, okay? Because remember, the Lord said, what you store up will go to his people. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continuously to shake. Okay, and that's the time that we're moving in. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming to visit this place, and it ain't gonna be no comfortability. Okay, once again, he said he's going to get them out of the clefts of the mountain. If you're not part of their elite, then you're going to take the suffering. Okay, the wrath of the plagues that's going to be sent, the IBMs and them chariots. Okay, you're either getting saved out of this or you're getting destroyed through this. Okay, this is Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thou sayest, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Abba, Father, behold, my servants shall eat, see, but ye shall be hungry. Who is ye? All of those who thought they had their plan, all of these preppers. I was starting with you preppers. They got plenty of water today, things stored up. That's not for you. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Okay? This is a promise. This is why we put our hope and our faith in one source, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, no plan Bs. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Because when the door of Kasad, mercy was open, you rejected it. Okay? All right? See what else we got. Is that it? Okay? We know we need to give insects the role they deserve in our food systems. Come on now. World Economic Forum. Going back to 2001. We need to give insects the role they deserve in our food system. Okay? So knowing these things, like the Apostle Paul would say, I'm taking you back, first of all, to Ezekiel 4, so I can remind you what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said to the children. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said, even thus shall Salakia, Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said, even thus shall the children of Israel, Yasharallah, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, the 12 tribes, eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither I have driven them. And there's another one where he said that he will he said bake the bread with dung in front of the people, so they'll know that this is what you're dealing with. Okay, so with that being said, this is what we must do. 1 Corinthians 10, without a hesitation, and 31. What 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 31. Whether therefore ye eat or drink, whatever you put to your mouth, or whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? So give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua before you touch anything. All right? And even if it came out the ground of perfect substance, you still got to ask the Lord to bless it. But in the times we living in, We got straight toxin going in our mouth, okay? So the only choice we have is to give praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to bring us through this. And with that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.